Nice to be here. I think the last time we spoke last year, we focused really on skin, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about hair. For those of you that haven't met us before, we are a platelet-derived exosome company. So we have a platform technology stemming from use with platelets. So our founders, on the left side you'll see there, are regenerative medicine experts. Actually, Dr. Terzik, if you Google him, he's like super famous in regenerative medicine. The technology was licensed out of Mayo Clinic through the Employee Entrepreneur Program, and the first company that was founded was Rion, and you can see the tagline is Heal from Within, so they're really focusing on therapeutic medical areas. They're in phase 1 and phase 2 trials for heart attack, wound healing, stress urinary incontinence, and then most recently, degenerative joint disease, so knee injections. My mom is bone on bone, so she's trying to get involved in the trial. And then on the right side, you can see we formed Rion Aesthetics, and Dr. Serena Wiles is a dermatologist at Mayo Clinic. She actually did our initial studies and has been a great advisor, kind of helping us along the way. She's a real exosome expert. So I think as you heard this morning, exosomes are a really hot topic. It's a burgeoning industry. Everyone's kind of trying to jump in on it. Part of the problem when you have such a hot new industry is you do end up with a lot of charlatans. So I think the one thing we're really trying to do at Rion is make sure that we raise the level of science, really do good clinical studies, not just on our cosmetic, but really leverage all the stuff that we're doing on the medical side to kind of really help us on the aesthetic side. So just for those of you that haven't had a lot of exposure to exosomes, they're simply just the signals that talk to the cells. So it's almost like the messages that, the words that we're using as we're having conversation. But the important things to remember, because exosomes kind of become like this word Kleenex, right? Not all exosomes are actually created the same. So you have exosomes, you have thousands actually in your body, some that signal cell death, some that signal inflammation, some that signal tissue renewal, and what's behind all of our patents and all of our technology is being able to get these regenerative exosomes from the platelets. So we have a proprietary method. The medical side has over 32 publications in journals like Nature. So we really feel like we've done something very special here. So our platelet-derived exosome is a lyophilized powder. It almost looks like some of the other products that we use in aesthetics. And Rion actually has 2 different uses. So our human platelet extract, which is the main ingredient is exosomes, is in our plated cosmetic line. And then we have a purified exosome product, which is under the FDA investigational studies, some of the ones that we talked about in the medical side, and then I'll tell you a little bit on the aesthetic side. So if you haven't seen our brand before, again, that's the human platelet extract that's going into our plated skin science, and then most recently, we launched plated hair science. So we've got 2 products for anti-aging, 1 post-procedure, and then our hair serum. And like I said, the real focus has been around published clinical evidence. So not just doing a study using a laser with our skincare, but actually using the skincare and measuring kind of just the skincare alone. What is it doing? Making sure that we're doing studies against some of the competitors, doing a post-laser study. We've got 4 publications pending now, exciting stuff around some histology, cellular senescence work that we've been doing that I think will be really interesting when they get out there. So just a quick introduction today, just to talk about our hair study. This is our cosmetic side. It's a topical application. We did a 9-month study at Dr. Rod Rorick's site in Dallas. We actually used the Canfield Hairmetrics technology. It was a blinded, placebo-controlled study, 39 subjects. We haven't published on this yet. But really the science behind it is what we can do around the hair growth cycle, how do we support inflammation, the same things we're seeing on our topical skincare, how is it helping scalp health. And so, we'll be publishing this in the next couple of months, but I'll just give you a preview. These are 6 months results. It's a 9-month study, and you can see we've seen some really good results just with once-a-day topical application. These are patient-reviewed or patient-reported outcomes here. It says hair matrix, but that's actually a mistake. But we're collecting this data, and then we've got really 3 very strong statistically significant differences on the Canfield technology around hair thickness, some of the things that you'll care a lot about, which we're really excited to get this published. I won't go through the key ingredients, but there's a lot more besides our human derived platelet exosome in our skincare that really helps with scalp and hair health. And in terms of usage, for those that haven't integrated into their practice, it was just launched, but it's, again, once a day. You just put it on the affected area. You just need to make sure you're not putting hair gel on or washing your hair. You want to give it like an hour to absorb. And the bottle usually lasts a few months, depending on how big your area is. And you've got about 30 billion platelet-derived exosomes in each dropper. And I know a lot of people are like, is that possible? But that's really the technology behind everything that we've done at Rion. So now I'm just going to transition, since we only have a minute left here, and talk about our FDA studies. These are the things that I'm most excited about. I love the cosmetic side, but my whole background is medical aesthetics. So we are working on an injectable treatment for hair. So much like the protocol for PRP, we'll be mixing our lyophilized exosomes with a diluent. We're also actually starting an abdominoplasty study now to do some dose ranging for an injectable exosome for wrinkle treatment. So really excited there. You know, we talk about all these regenerative fillers now. This would be really true regenerative aesthetics, and we wouldn't be using kind of these fillers longer term. And then working on hair transplant, just trying to see what we can do there to improve the success. So, you know, again, these are our products on the market now. This is my contact information. Or really, if you're interested in exosomes or want to be a part, we have a lot of opportunities for advising and consulting, kind of being a part of a team as we really change the course of aesthetics, and just really excited to be a part of this new innovation. So thank you.